when you think about teamwork and excelling in teamwork, it all does start and stem from a vision. It takes a vision. But then, through vision and purpose and positive action, you can make preeminence happen. So on the count of 3, I want all of you to clap one time on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. You can build on that. You can grow on that. And you can achieve more on that. But another thing that I've learned over time and through life is that it also takes passion. It takes passion. Because I believe that when you put passion in the work, you have enthusiasm for achievement. Think back to when you interviewed for your job with the dental school, the School of Dentistry. Think back. Can you remember that very first interview when you were telling them that you had passion for dentistry, you had passion for research, education, clinical care, you had passion for public service, global engagement? Can you remember that? You were telling them, I am your candidate, I can bang cymbals with my thighs, pull a rabbit out of a hat, I'm your person. Think back. But what happens over time as it pertains to not being a team player? It becomes just a job. Just a job. And let me explain to you what just a job mentality is. You set your alarm clock to go off at 5 or 5:30 in the morning. It goes off and you hit what? Snooze. Some people are aware. You hit snooze. And in the United States, every 5 to 7 minutes, the alarm clock goes off again. And you hit snooze again. Then you hit it 5, 6, 7 more times. And then all of a sudden, in the back of your mind, you have to get up or you're going to be late for work. And if you have small children still at home, this is what it sounds like. This is what it feels like. You jump up and you run into your children's room yelling, get up, get up, get up, get up. You can't have me late for work. Get up. And the kids are startled. They're shaking. And they're like, okay. And they put on their clothes. They grab their backpack. You're pushing them out the door. And they look back and they say, Ma, I haven't had breakfast. Pour it in a cup. Get on the bus. And if you're a guy, you wake up and you're doing the same thing. And then when you get in your car, you get yourself ready, you get yourself in your car, you're headed up the road, you're headed to work. What color are all the lights? Red. Red. See, when you operate life that way, most of the time, the only thing you can see are the negative things. The only thing that happened to you are the negative things. So all the lights are red. You're putting your makeup on in the car, and if you're a guy, you grab a shirt out of the hamper. You said it's a grunge day. The dean won't come to see me today. Students won't see me, nor patients. And you get to work, and yet you manage to be 10 minutes early and still 20 minutes late getting to your area. Why? Because you got to tell people about last night. You got to tell people about the weekend. You got to show them all the pictures. I just came back off a cruise. It's not about the team, it's about me. So you get to your area. You're already behind. You got to have 5 cups of coffee before anyone can get any type of customer service from you. So you really start work at 12. Now it's what time? Lunchtime. So even though you were late, even though you didn't start working until after your 5th cup of coffee, now it's lunchtime, you don't officially start working until 2:30. And now you're looking at your computer, all these emails, they don't know anybody else in this organization? Be negative, why be bitter? You know, they say people don't get ulcers because of what they eat, but they get ulcers because of what's eating them. And if you don't believe today is a good day, if you woke up on the other side of the dirt, today is a good day. Why be negative? I need you all to give me your energy and enthusiasm. Ready? 1, 2, 3, dance in it. Hamilton Middle School. She taught us good, better, best. Never let it rust until your good gets better and your better gets best. I need you to make your best better on this side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, get on! So you gotta be a team player if you want to achieve preeminence. You gotta be a consistent team player. It's not like that light switch. Okay, today I'm going to work, cut the light switch on. No, I'm not going to work today, cut the light switch off. Make sure the communication is clear. Make sure the communication exemplifies the new vision and the purpose of why you all are doing what you do. But don't let it become an experience or moment of poor communication. Often today, the way people receive it is the way they're going to channel it. And they say, too, when it comes to communication, people are going to tell other people. And that's going to chip away at your edge. That's going to chip away at your brand. Your own motivators. You all have your own motivators. I had a friend of mine that ran the U.S. Marine Corps Marathon this past one. And they actually had a woman, it was a group of people, a team of people, that ran with the people, and their sole purpose was to motivate the people to keep going. And he said he started to drag, and this woman ran up beside him, and she said, "What song are you listening to?" Now he's sucking wind. He's thinking he's about to die. He's like, "I'm not listening to any music." She said, "You need to change the tune." She said, "Whatever that song is to get you going, pick you up again, you need to hear that. You need to hear those words." And he finished that race. And when he finished, he called me. He said, "Man, he said, that was a life-changing experience." He said, "Because I trained hard. I wanted to run. I wanted to do every mile, every second." And he said, "I was about to give up, and she came up beside me and said, 'Change the tune.'" And that's my charge for you all today, is to make sure your mindset is what I'm doing or what I'm saying and how I'm doing it, is it green and growing?